a world where 7 people will play a game like never before. Will they survive? Audio Dungeon.
Good evening, everybody. How's it going right now? I'm Tony Hansen, your DM and host, joined by the rest of the Audio Dungeon crew. Brooke Armstrong, Damian Scrow, Dan Isgro, Tom Kokoza, Vinny Pro, looks like Lopan right now, and Ross Mataro, who's having trouble getting on this season finale of Audio Dungeon Season 3, Episode 24, and that means he's going to have a decision by default. So if he doesn't get on, he's going to have a little bit of a problem. Guys,
No pressure.
No pressure at all.
No pressure.
Just want to say thank you to our sponsors, Nord Games, Norse Foundry, Master Monk, and Phoenix Studios. Thank you to our staff, Todd Heaney, Percival Fairweather, Lee House, Justin Sarachek, and Steve Keeley. As I mentioned before, this is Season 3, Episode 24, the season finale. It's all been building to this. And you just saw the first two of many of our history videos that we may put up later today after the episode, or if it's not there, then all on Patreon. It tells you the history, and you guys just saw a little bit of history of Andar and Dragano, the original immortals that started everything, and Daria came along, and then a whole bunch of stuff went down. That's the cliff notes. Yeah,
Fantastic.
it's the best version. This was
The video was terrific.
Yeah,
it was so crazy.
Good stuff,
fun, right?
man.
Thank you. Let's say hello to Derek Luxton, Michael Aldridge, Nick Lurkins. Who else we got here? Jeff Sanford, Teresa Johnson, Jason Haynes, Scott Weber, Doug Johnson. Doug, what's going on? Richard Wild.
Yeah. Congrats.
Who else we got here? Emily Pro, Todd Heaney.
Hey, girl.
Game Multiverse. Hello, Game Multiverse, the page. What's up?
Hey, all right.
Thank you for stopping by. Vinny Nozza Bartolo. No, I'm going to ruin your name. I'm sorry. Vinny N. I've already ruined your name. Dolores Davis. What's going on? Got to support your daughter. James Woods. What's going on? That's all I'm seeing right now. Guys, share us out on all platforms. As you know, the requirement we have every week allows the players to use enhancements and rerolls. Today's requirement, because it's a season finale, is 100 shares. If they don't get 100 shares, they cannot use rerolls. They cannot use enhancements. And I don't know. They might need it in the season finale. You never know. Do not spam share. Share it out to friends. Share it to groups that you have access to and you're allowed to share it to. If appropriate genre, of course. And get the word out. Give us emojis anytime you can throughout the entire episode. Happy, sad, angry, whatever it is, let us know how you're feeling. And as always, every 50 likes gets these guys you see on the screen a +2 bonus. So imagine if you got 100 likes, that would be a +4 bonus to every single every single roll they row. Every single roll they roll.
Every row that they row.
That's how I roll.
Oh, my
Too many
God.
hours for you?
Sorry, I'm going camping in a couple weeks, and I'm thinking about rowing, apparently. So, yeah. So here we are, Season 3. Guys, without telling us your decisions, how are you feeling?
Nervous.
Yeah, me too. Dan, welcome back. How's it feel to be back to the main show?
Thank you. Feels good. We have a lot to cover tonight. Very, very nervous, but feels good to be back. I'm happy to be back, guys.
Me and Dan finished our Hogar's journey, which is part 1 and part 2. That will be live on Patreon, only for Patreon members. And whoa, it's a journey. It's an amazing journey. It's like incredible. Yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. Let's do it.
Oh, man.
Oh, my
Hey,
God.
Tony, you forgot to do one thing.
Oh, right. We have to announce the winner. So, guys, we had a Gleam contest going for the entire month. Vinny, what is the prize?
It is a couple sets of dice from Metallic Dice Games and a rolling tray from them as well.
Awesome. Free things are fun. And who won this free thing? I'm going to tell you right now. It is Caesar Alvarado of Irvington, New Jersey. Congratulations, Caesar.
Hey, all right,
Caesar.
Caesar.
Caesar, all you have to do is reach out to us. Let us know you were there. And if not, we'll try to reach out to you and get you this cool free stuff. And, well.
Oh man.
Dude.
Well. It's a
God.
story of a man named
Oh my
Sparrow.
God.
Who's this guy? Who's this guy you're talking about?
Oh, you were there the whole time?
He sounds
Dude,
really
yeah,
cool.
seriously.
What?
Wow.
Just strolling on in. Our hearts.
I want to be like Rob and just stroll in, like 20 minutes after. Oh, hey guys.
Only if there was a company that would fix all your internet problems.
They don't exist.
No, they don't.
Rob doesn't believe in the internet. It doesn't exist.
Oh my
Okay, guys. So here we go. Rob, you made it. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank God we had 2 long intro videos, plus the regular intro video, plus 2 minutes late, plus our hellos, intro, talking to Dan, and our Gleam winner. And all of that allowed you to have enough time to battle your internet and win.
I planned it all. I planned it all perfectly.
It's literally perfect. Here we go, guys. Without further ado, let's get into the game. Season 3, episode 24. This is the season finale you've been waiting for. Here we go. When we last left off, we were talking to the Chronomancer. Everyone, you're about to go through the portal. Before you do, just because I'm being a nice and gentle DM, you guys rested with a short rest and you ate dinner and things there. You guys rest for the night, and therefore recover all your HP and everything that you lost in that regards. You gain some of your age back, which you guys know from last time from those potions. Whatever you gained back, you did, so that's good. And in the morning, you wake up, and you all feel exactly how you feel right now in real life. And you guys walk down or walk up to the level where all the doors, and all these doors look like regular doors on the side, and they're all kind of floating in the air. And the Chronomancer is basically waiting there like Morpheus with the red and blue pill, and he's showing you both directions. To his left, you see one portal, and the portal is a lot of light, and you can't see past the light. This is the one that he motions to you, as I told you last time, as the future, to be exact, 22 years. To the other side, you see the Red City, and that is current day, and obviously to the trial, which is happening very soon. We got 200 stars from Scott Weber. You're lucky, Rob. I was going to try bribery if you didn't make it. I was going to ask, can Lump join the crew for the final episode? Michael Aldridge hopes we never have a series finale. I mean, one day there will be a series finale. I do have a number set for how many seasons, but I will not share that. So it could go on forever. You never know. Okay, guys. So like we promised last week, we are approaching upon the epic moment where some of you, and no one, just so everybody knows here, none of us know, including me, none of us know who is going to choose to go to the future, 22 years, like the Chronomancer said. And the Chronomancer said, basically, if you go to the future, it will pretty much ensure Dragano won't come, and it'll help the world out. There will be a lot of suffering, but it will help out dramatically, and everyone, you guys, the party, will live. If you stay, it'll be a lot harder. Pretty much Dragano will come, and there'll be a lot of destruction and things like that. That's the quick summary. So everyone, I don't know what they're going to choose. They don't know what each other are going to choose, but we're going to do it in dramatic fashion, and we're going to do a countdown. At the end of the countdown, whoever chooses to go to the future is going to drop your Google call, which we use right now, out, and you will be watching the episode with the fans. And we'll see you in the after talk, in Dungeon Talk, on Discord. Is everybody ready to make... Rob is like massaging his scalp.
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready.
Is everyone ready? Let's just get it ready from everyone so there's no mistakes in this. Brooke, are you ready? She says, she says no.
No.
Damien, are you ready?
I guess.
Dan, are
Sure.
you ready?
I'm ready.
Well, Dan doesn't have a choice.
Robert, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Tom, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Vin, are you ready?
I am, but I have one question for Robert first. Were you just not coming on at all tonight? Was that the point? Like you were just, dramatic all the way around?
Super dramatic. Just gonna be like, I'm not even gonna show up. That's I'm taking it to the next level.
We thought that you were Brooke thought that you were cowering under a table crying somewhere.
Yeah, well,
Just
yeah.
shaking, not crying, just shaking.
Shaking,
That's-
sorry.
I was, but that's irrelevant to the show.
That's nothing to do with the
That's just your life.
Why do we gotta get all personal, Brooke?
show. That's
Listen,
just
I'm just
you're
you're very committed.
That's a 6 to 6:30 schedule every Wednesday. What are you gonna do? Oh, I gotta go shake under the table for a while. I'll be right back.
Let's do it, folks.
Okay, guys. So here we go. Get ready. We're gonna do, guys. Whoever's not in this episode, you will not be the rest of the episode. I will miss you, and we'll see you on season 4, episode 1. Everyone else that stays, you are staying in present day, and you are automatically teleporting to the Red City. Here we go. You didn't know I was a drummer, also. Damien's a drummer too, right?
Paradiddle.
Paradiddle. 3, 2, 1. Drop. Oh my God.
Brooke dropped.
Oh no.
I didn't see that coming.
No.
Oh my God.
I
thought
totally
it was
did.
Oh my
Holy-
God.
Oh,
I totally saw that.
no.
Tony's just like,
Oh my God. I can't believe it. I thought
Brooke was gonna stay.
Yes, I did think Brooke was gonna stay. I even thought Damien was gonna stay. And
No,
if
I knew Damien was going.
if I was wrong, I thought it was 1 or 2. And just for a second when we did it, nobody dropped. I was like, okay, and everyone's staying. And then everyone went. Oh my God. I need to process this. So we have Dan, Rob, and Vin.
Congratulations, people.
Oh my God.
And then there were 3.
Oh my God! For any of you watching the show, if obviously some of you may be joining in this episode right now, but this is a big deal. This is most of the party has just dropped out, including Findelar, who was running the case, who was the lawyer on your side.
The brains of the operation.
He was the brains. Yeah. Oh my
All
God.
right.
Okay, I'm recovering. Wow. Okay.
Oh boy. Oh my God.
This might be the most shocked and startled I've ever been in Audio Dungeon. Is this
You
episode?
seem a little shocked.
Wow. Do any of you think that everyone's going to drop?
Yeah, 100%. Tom, I knew Tom was definitely going.
Tom, I thought he might drop, yeah, because you said.
Yeah.
Wow. This guy's he rattled me. Okay, here we go. Okay, you guys walk through the portal. You don't know who's going to be appearing with you. Obviously, Wexel is with you, and I'm speaking to Rob and Vin right now. And you appear in the Red City. Well, you appear right outside the Red City. Wexel is with you, and it's just the two of you. Role play. Wow.
Well, that kind of went the way I thought it was going to go. Good luck having a trial for the Raven.
The trial will go on.
Yeah, but who's holding it?
I will personally take control of the proceedings. I suppose.
Well, I'll tell you this much: it ain't me.
We'll be fine. Let's find Argon.
Okay, so you guys start walking into the Red City. Wexel is with you. Wexel starts like kind of like fixing himself. He seems a kind of odd sorts. He's kind of like excited or excited, or maybe he seems to be positive about the whole event, and doesn't really notice too much that everyone is gone. In fact, he seems very comfortable with it and almost aware of it, perhaps in advance, kind of like he expected it.
So, but while we're walking, I actually it's like the first time it's actually dawned on me. I turned to Arky. So any idea where Hogar is? I haven't seen him in like I don't know 5 days.
No, I don't know. Last I saw, he said, well, I don't know where he said he was going, but no, I don't know where he is.
Wait. What do you mean? Where he's going?
Well, he went somewhere.
He's not here in the Red City. Where'd he go?
He said he was doing something, and we need to remember what's important.
I thought he was here.
I don't
That was part of the reason I came back was because I thought he was here.
Oh, really? I thought you were coming back to help with the trial. I don't know where Hogar is.
I told you last night I had nothing to do with the trial.
Oh,
Guys,
come on. You're in it with me.
No,
Michael.
no. Oh, no.
Arky and Thistle.
No.
guys, we're here. Don't worry about it. Whatever's gonna happen is gonna be okay. I'm gonna take care of it. Don't worry. Everything's gonna be great. I have a really good feeling about everything we're doing here. You know, we've been through a lot. You know, I've been through a lot. You guys have been through a lot. But like, I just feel like it's gonna work out.
That's reassuring.
Well, when we get back to our tower, I need to do some stuff. So, I'll catch up to you a little bit later. Then, once everything's set and ready to go.
Okay. Well, I will prepare the trial. That's my job apparently now.
Oh my god. Okay, so you make your way in. Where do you head to, Rob?
I'll go to find Argon.
You go to find Argon. Okay. You make your way to the Red Keep, and you walk up, and it's just you and Wexel.
Well, I stick with him until we get to the keep. If I know he's going for Argon first, I'll stay with him till he gets to Argon.
Okay. So you approach. You go to the guard. You go into the throne room. Argon's there, and you see they're getting ready. And as you're walking to the Red Keep, you see this whole huge setup in the main square, and it's elaborate. And I'll go into description in a little bit. But you see that everything is all set up for the trial, and it's obviously going to be something that they want the whole city to view. Argon walks up to you. I'm glad you're back. Well, we are less than 1 hour away. Do you have enough evidence?
Well, I hope so. We don't have much. We have some witnesses from the sunken city who will testify.
Ah, yes.
To the the treacherous behavior of the Raven.
Okay. Anything else?
Wexel.
Well,
Forgetting about Wexel. He's right
well,
here.
we got
yes,
Wexel
yes.
right here who is willing to testify.
Yes, I'm here, and I'm just happy to help. I'm happy to set things right.
Good, and we have some of the contracts. We've got some documentation that may suggest that the entire contest was fraudulent.
Well, that's very good. Well, okay. Well, we only have so much time. I would say make your way out to the trial area and prepare yourselves. Whatever you need to do to get ready. 3,500 stars from Douglas Kramer. Not sure how it will help. Good luck, everyone. So that's 3 rerolls.
Thank you,
So
Douglas.
3 rerolls in. How we doing on shares? Somebody let me know.
Thank you, Douglas.
Actually, I think I can refresh. We'll see it here. We'll see. We gotta get to 100 shares. We're at 39 shares, guys. Keep sharing it out. Once you get to 100, they get rerolls. And yeah, I can't believe more than half the party's done. Okay, so Still recovering from that. You guys, he advised you to go outside. In it, you see Onyx is there. You see two mages is walking around. You see everybody else. And everyone just seems to be handling different things. Also, you see someone come up to you, and it's an older man, and he's wearing like these elaborate red robes and all these other like gold trimmings on them. Well, hello, I am Podal Flamebrand, and I want you to know that I will be in charge of today's proceedings. I will be making sure that everything is fair and just. Please make sure you follow all rules that I set. And where is Findelar, the elf?
Did Rob DC? Rob disconnected.
Oh, Rob teleports away.
Ah, jeez.
And so he looks at you. We'll say Rob's looking around right now, and he turns to you, Vin. I know exactly what's going through Dan's mind right now. Dan's going. I don't even need to hear it. So he turns to you. Thistle, yes. Where is Findelar? Who will be running the case?
Well, running the case is going to be Arky over here. He seems to have a lot on his mind right now. If you can tell by his dead stern gaze, he's thinking about something really hard at the moment. I'm not really
Rob's right
sure
there
what.
looking at him.
And I kind of like walk over to him and like tap him on the head.
We'll say Rob right now is looking out at the whole trial setup right now, and he kind of gets distracted. So he turns around and says, well, I guess I'll see you there shortly. Do you have any questions for me?
Do you represent the Red City, or are you a third party?
I'm the leader of the council, as I told you 40 seconds ago.
Okay. I missed that part. Sorry. It wasn't originally my intentions to be a part of this proceeding.
Great. Well, I see you soon. Make sure you take your seat upon the left table.
Left table it is.
He leaves. Okay, you are by yourself now, and you're just chilling out.
This is not what I wanted to do, mind you.
Yep. What do you want to do?
What do I want to do?
Yeah. Or what do you do, Vin?
Well, I'm gonna do exactly what I intended to do, and it had nothing to do with this case.
Okay.
So I leave that to Arky.
So what are you gonna do?
I am actually gonna go back to Argon, and either him or Onyx, whoever I find first.
Okay.
You
can see Argon. Both of them are there, whoever you want.
Okay, so I explained to them, I'm like, Your Highness, before I left, I had given Two Mage a bag to put in the vault. Is there any way I can retrieve that at the moment?
I'm sorry, but because all of you are on trial, you won't be able to access anything in the vault at this time. They want to keep everything fair and transparent.
Well, I actually had no intentions of staying for the trial.
But you must stay for the trial. You are the one who is on trial. So am I. If you leave here, it'll be summary guilt, and it'll reflect on all of us.
Well, you're gonna have a problem on that case then, because half of the party's gone.
What do you mean? Half the party's gone.
Findelar, Abyssia, Otorius. Did you notice they weren't with us when we came to you?
They're not here in the Red City. Where are they?
There was some something very interesting happened when we went to go visit the Chronomancer. And needless to say, they're not coming back anytime soon.
Do you think we are going to be able to win this case?
I'm hoping he's able to represent us properly, but it sure ain't gonna be me.
Thistle, are you going to be at that table in an hour?
If you're requesting that I stay, I will stay.
I think it's very important that you stay, especially that everyone else is gone.
All right. I guess I'll stay there. I mean, what other choice do I really have in the matter?
I don't think any of us have a choice here. I'll see you shortly. Rob, you were staring at the trial setup, and now you walk back over to Thistle. Roleplay.
Well, I'm glad you're staying, Thistle. We're gonna win this case.
I'm not happy about this. I'm going to tell you that right now.
Good old Arky and Thistle.
This relationship start with a bang. It's going to end with one.
I won't shoot you. I promise.
No guarantees on my end.
Let me just clean my gun for a second. Here we go.
Just clean my gun. Nice. That's what they want to see. Okay, so you guys. Well, actually, you guys are there. Do you guys head to the trial setup, or do you guys leave, or what do you do?
Go to the trial setup. I mean, where
Yeah.
else we're going to go? We got nowhere else to be.
Okay. You guys make your way to the trial setup, which I will describe for you now. You make your way towards the Great Square, and you see the entire Red Council is seated in a circle around the center. Outside of them are guards at attention, about 500. Outside of them, standing around the entire event, are the people of Andaria. Thousands surround as they eagerly wait to see what will happen. Many go to the lengths of standing on top of nearby structures and buildings to get a glimpse of what will happen. Some even on buildings that are still in disrepair, a reminder of the necromancer's wrath. Amongst the center are two large war tables. Raven, in shackles, already sits at one, and Hadheld stands in front of it, holding the staff, of course. Raven sits there and looks to be eager out of this area, and you can tell he's already hot, uncomfortable, and surely does not want to be here any longer than he has to. On the other table, you see is set for you guys, which is the left table, as I mentioned before, and there are enough tables to hold the entire party plus King Argon. You're not there yet. You're just looking upon all this from the keep, but you can tell that it's tense, and the moment's coming. You can feel how much weight is there, and the very fate of Andaria is probably up for grabs. You guys start making your way down the steps. When you do, you see a familiar face making his way towards you. You see what appears to be about 8 to 9 half giants walking up, and eventually they stop, and one in the middle walks up by himself and meets you about halfway up the stairs. And you see in front of you stands Hogar.
Oh, so why did you tell me he wasn't in the city? He's
I
right
didn't-
here.
Hogar, what are you doing?
Listen. Arky,
Yes.
Thistle, I can tell you now. I know you were in Arlight. I know you saw a chronomancer, and I know that whoever isn't here has been sent 22 years into the future to give Andaria its best chance at surviving. And I can tell you now why coming back here was the wrong decision for you to make.
Oh, come on.
Arky,
Really?
Arky, listen to me. Thistle, if you trust me at all, you must listen to what I'm about to say. If Wexel is allowed to be a part of this trial, he will bring Dragano back, and Dragano will destroy Andaria.
Wait,
I know exactly what happened to you, and because of that, I know what's going to happen today. We must keep Wexel as far away from here as possible. Please help me.
How do you propose we do that?
I don't know. Where's Two Mage? Can Two Mage just take him somewhere to be safe and away from here?
He's a chronomancer. He can, right? He knows how to stop time and stuff, doesn't he?
She said two mage.
No, no, I mean Wexel. I know what he said, but I'm talking about Wexel.
Yes. So I'm going to say that Wexel is not right there. So say it's probably about 100 feet back because it feels like that's the spirit of this conversation. And yes, you know that Wexel, like the Ginger Wizard, has had some chronomancy training. You don't know how long, how powerful they are, but they are in that order now. You can continue.
Should we kill him?
No, no. Why is that your first go-to? Why everything we do?
He already polished his gun, Vin.
It's just already.
Someone's got to die.
So it's either gonna be you or Wexel.
I can't even do it.
What do we do? Okay, I'll tell him we're gonna go up for lunch before the trial.
No.
Look at the
No.
pretty flowers,
You don't-
Wexel. Look at the flowers.
Listen. If you both agree, I will walk up to Wexel and I will tell him that we no longer need him in this trial.
If that's what you feel is right, then yes, by all means.
Vin, at this time, since you've been talking to Dan a little bit, you can sense something is very different about Dan.
Does he look?
Arky, you feel it too.
Does he look different? Does he? What?
Something is different about him. You're not sure, but I would say his presence feels different, and you would be more tuned to that because of everything you just did and the things you felt when you found the key and things like that. Something is different. And that's where I'll end with what you feel.
How far is Two Mage from us?
You don't see him. They're back in the Red Keep. You guys are halfway in the middle on the stairs.
So I turn to Hogar first. Hogar, I mean, how do you know this is right? What makes you think that putting him on the stand does what it does? Or
I can't. I'd rather not tell you right now. But I know this the same way I know that you went to Arlight and you stood in front of a chronomancer who gave you the option of going into the future, who gave you the option to come back here and risk Andaria being destroyed. I wasn't with you, and I didn't know that that's what would happen to you, but I know now. And the same reason I know that is the reason I know that Drogano will come back because of Wexel being here.
So
50 stars from Evan Moniz. If possible, want to find Arky and give him the ammo instructions. Scott Webb was also, I think, was mentioning about Sparky. Sparky is unable to get in touch with Olin, but you'll probably find out more information about that in a little bit.
So what is it with Wexel that draws Drogano to him?
He's going to do some bit of his wild magic. It's going to be completely out of control, and it's going to bring Drogano back. I can tell you, this is why you going into the future would have prevented the destruction of Andaria.
Now
If you all went into the future, you would not have come back here with Wexel. And this would have been prevented.
Well,
500 stars from Tin Shanks. If I combine it before with the other donation, that equals one more reroll. So one more reroll added to the totem. Guys, get the shares up to 100, and they can use these rerolls. Until then, they cannot. They're currently up to 46 shares. Take it away, guys.
Here's my Now, how do you know this? I mean, how do you where'd you get this information from?
Can we please? Can
I mean, it's fairly important
It's like-
information, I would think, right?
Yeah, where were you, Hogar?
what tell what do I need to do to get us moving to remove Wexel?
Well,
Tell me what I need to do, and promise me that if I tell you, there will be no further questions, and that we will remove Wexel from this trial.
maybe we could just. Maybe there shouldn't be a trial at all. Let's let the Raven loose.
That's not an option. That's not an option because then we're guilty.
I don't know what the options are. I don't know what's happening.
The only thing we need to do is make sure Wexel is not a part of this trial. We don't need to cancel the trial. We don't need to release the Raven. All we need to do is remove Wexel from here. If I walk him out of here and tell the guards that he's no longer a part of our defense, and to make sure he does not set foot in this courtroom again, or if we find Two Mage and tell him to teleport him somewhere else, anything, something, please.
I mean, I believe you, Hogar. I trust you. Okay.
Well, Arky, this is entirely up to you. Like I said earlier, I as I really have no bearing on this.
So we just can't have Wexel appear. I guess Two Mage. Should we get him? We could. I'll keep Wexel distracted. You
know
get
what?
Two Mage.
I'll
Can
get
you please?
I'll get Wexel. Wexel came with us. I'll bring Wexel away, and you can stay here with Arky. Does that sound fair?
I think I would feel most comfortable if Two Mage could, if you could convince Wexel to leave.
Not a
I
problem.
will. Okay, I will look for Two Mage to see if he would be willing to teleport Wexel to a different location in Andaria.
I can bring Wexel to Two Mage. That's
Okay.
easy enough.
Okay.
So at
let's do
least you
that.
can stay here with him and continue on with the trial and do what you got to do because I'm kind of lost with this.
How long do we have until the trial begins?
Less than an hour.
Okay. How far away are we from Two Mage and the Red Keep?
Two Mage, Red Keep, and Wexel, since we're moving back there, are all just in the Red Keep waiting.
Okay. So if we wanted to go see the both Wexel and Two Mage at once,
They're all the
that is
same
an
place.
option.
They're all the same place.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's together both go see Wexel and Two Mage.
Sure. I'm fine with that.
Okay.
I'm ready, Hogar.
Thank you.
Okay. So your half giants kind of like motion to see if you need them to come with you. Hogar.
I kind of tell him to hang back.
They just nod their head. It's all the leaders pretty much and a few other elites. But they kind of just wait. Okay, so the three of you go back walk up the stairs into the Red Keep. What's up? Dan?
As we're walking, I want to turn to Dan. I'm like, so where'd they come from?
I can tell you that I left to visit my home.
You left here? Nobody told me anything. When'd you go? When? How long?
When we arrived here in the Red City, I went home to Stoneguard, to my home. And they are a part of an army that I recruited to fight with us in the possible coming war.
I thought you wanted nothing to do with your people. Wasn't that the reason you left?
Well, I went back because I thought that we could use their help. and they answered my call. The half-giants you saw there with me are only a small part of the group that I've brought back here to the Red City.
And where's the rest?
As he says that, you kind of look outside looking for the rest, and you see an enormous encampment of half giants, totaling in 20,000-30,000.
I just kind of gesture out to the plains, the encampments outside of the Red City.
You were busy.
500 stars from Scott Weber. So apparently this episode of Void Dungeon sets up Thistle and Arky to take the fall for the rest of the party and spend the next 22 years in jail to meet up with the party later on, much older and with much more prison experience than Lump. That could happen. We'll see. We're going to see.
I went back to my hometown, and not only Stoneguard, but the surrounding half-giant villages, all of the surrounding half-giant villages on Giant's Island responded. All the fighters, all the men, anyone who is capable on Giant's Island is here and willing to fight against Trogano.
You were able to get all these people from your hometown to here in less than a week?
Well, I had some help from Tomb Mage.
Well, let's march this army right to Ravensclaw.
You're not here.
Am I not?
No, you're in the town square, aren't you?
Oh, I'm in the town
No,
square.
no, he's with you. All three of you.
Oh,
went.
I thought just
the
me.
three of us are going up.
Oh, I thought just me and Hogar went.
I'm there.
You
Let's
continue.
march right to Ravensclaw.
We're,
We could cancel the trial.
no, we are on trial. What's important now is Wexel. We need to take him away from here. I feel so strongly about this. And Arky, I'm sorry to ruin the trial. I'm sorry to ruin the case. I feel so strongly about this that I've resigned myself to the very strong possibility that I may very well spend the next 22 years in prison. But we need to move Wexel away as far as we can.
Well, I mean, I only have that one idea I mentioned earlier. What is? Anyone else got anything? I mean, let's lure him into a back alley and just take care of it.
I'd like to ask if Tomb Mage can teleport him to another city.
Or Tomb Mage can teleport him.
Okay.
I'm almost convinced Rob's not listening to the same conversation me and Dan have been having for the past 20 minutes.
I'm hearing it. We gotta get rid of Wexel.
All right, so I guess we just make our way to Tomb Mage then and see what we can do here.
Okay, so you guys walk inside. A lot of great comments and chats on Twitch and Facebook. Onify says he touched the obelisk. I got again. 7-4 says, okay, so Hogar is a king now. He's not a king. I'll tell you that. Give you so that he didn't say that. He's not. And yeah, okay. So here we go. Thank you. So you guys the three of you walk back in. You're probably about 40-something minutes to the trial, and everyone's there. Wexel's there. Wexel's actually having a discussion, which is with one of the council members, and you see the gnomes that you guys asked to come. You see here that also what's his name? King Bellaman is there. And he's in a conversation with somebody. Like I said, the gnomes that you guys asked to be there that worked during the competition are there. You see Olin is actually there. And apparently a bunch of them are waiting to go down. And that's it. You see this some of the leaders of the Elves of the Elven Nation of Falindor, where Tom's character Findelar is from, are there as well. And that's it. So Argon sees you guys walk back in and kind of walks up, excuses himself. Two maids around the room. You see Onyx is around the room. It's very tense in here as well. Argon walks up to you and like, puts his hand on your shoulder, Arky. Actually, no, I'm sorry, he sees Hogar. Hogar, you have returned. Your army is outside?
They are, King Argon.
Very good.
Before we move forward, I'd like to speak to you and Two Mage and Wexel and tell you what I've already told Thistle and Arky.
Of course, sure.
So I walk over to Wexel and to Two Mage, and I kind of ask them to come speak to the rest of us.
Okay. So Wexel, Two Mage, and Argon. And Vin, obviously Vinny and Rob are right there next to you.
Yeah.
Okay. Good day, Hogar. I wish you luck in the trial today.
Thank you. Who's that?
Onyx.
Okay. Thank you, Onyx. Would you mind giving us some privacy?
Oh, of course. He walks away.
Thank you. Okay, so now it's the three of us.
Yeah, Two
King
Mages
Argon,
there.
Two
Two
Mage,
Mage, Argon, yeah. And Wexel.
and Wexel.
Right.
Okay.
6 of you in total, I believe.
Two Mage, Wexel, King Argon. I've received some information about this trial today. You're not going to like what I have to tell you. But I'm
What
going
is
to
it?
ask you. I'm going to ask you all to please believe me. With everything I have, I ask you, Two Mage, can we please remove Wexel from this trial? Take him somewhere else in Andaria. Teleport him to the Sunken City, to Rhaegar, anywhere. I ask you, do not let him be a part of this, and keep him as far away from here as we can.
Both of Argon, Two Mage looks at Argon, and Argon looks back at him. And Two Mage answers, goes, I'm to understand that that Wexel is very important. In fact, he alone is what will give the innocence of you and your allies and King Argon and the Red City to prove that you're not warmongers. Why? I'm sorry, what you're saying is hard to understand.
I know.
Argon follows. I have to agree. I do understand why you're saying this.
I've spoken to Thistle and to Arky. They can confirm that before they told me where they were, I knew. I was told that they traveled to Arlight. They stood before a chronomancer, and they were given the option to move forward in time and to prevent Andaria from being destroyed. Thistle and Arky chose to come back here, and they took the risk of destroying Andaria. And I could tell you now that the reason them going into the future would have prevented disaster is because they came back here with Wexel. Bringing Wexel back here and letting Wexel be a part of this trial will directly lead to Drogano being freed and destroying Andaria.
I understand what you're saying, but you need to explain to me how. For one, how do you know this information?
I know it the same way that I knew they traveled to Arlight.
What is that way?
If I promise to be truthful. And if I promise to tell you how I know, will you, in return, promise to move Wexel to a safe place?
Hogar, remember that I am a king and responsible for many people, and obviously I see that you care about what you're telling me. So we are in line with, I believe, the same beliefs here. But I cannot promise something without knowing the information first. It would be irresponsible of me or anyone who would accept that. You must tell, if you want to tell the truth, you're speaking to a paladin. I understand the truth more than anyone else. Arky recently told me the truth about something he did when he made the speech. It was hard for him to tell me, but he told me the truth. You must now tell your truth. So what is it?
King Argon, I stand before you, and I see, eye to eye, we are fellow paladins. I stand before you, a paladin and an avatar of the Archmage. He himself has given me this information. I'm willing to deal with whatever consequences you have for me. But please, he does not want Dragano to come back, because if Andaria is destroyed, he will be destroyed as well.
Hogar, you were telling me that you have unbound yourself to from the Collector to the Archmage?
Yes.
Hogar, what is your purpose
No,
here?
no. What?
I can tell you all of this if we remove Wexel.
You need to explain to me now.
No, you just have to trust him, Argon, please. I don't know what he's saying, but
Aki, are you not listening to what he's saying? He is just saying that he has pledged himself to the Archmage, which
I
means that
know.
somehow he has bound himself, which means that the Archmage knows and feels everything that he feels, as I am to the Red Knight, and as some of you to the Collector.
Hogar. I don't know. Hogar, what do you mean you bound yourself to the Archmage? Where's the rod? They have it. Do you know anything about that?
I don't. This is the most pressing thing that we have to deal with right now. I am telling you for certain that we face the destruction of all of Andaria. The Archmage told me, and I can tell you how and why he convinced me of this. I don't know if it will convince you that I did the right thing. I believe that I have. I have made this decision, resigned to the possibility of spending 22 years in prison, at the very least, and being found guilty today. But I do not wish to see Andaria destroyed when I have the power to prevent it.
Thistle, did you know anything about this?
No, it's the first I'm hearing of it. I didn't even know he left. I thought he was here with you the whole time.
None of you are to move. You do not move out of this area. I must confer with the council. I must confer with everyone over this proceeding. Do not move from this area. Do not leave. Guards, make sure you bar the doors. You see some guards like walking around, and they kind of stand in front of the doors. He walks over to the council. Two mage just kind of stays there for 1 second, and it says to you, Hogar, I am very saddened to hear this. I was empowered by what you have done, but it appears that what you have done has come at the cost of your very soul. You claim to lead these men, but who leads them? You or the Archmage? He walks away. The three of you are there. Wexel's there, and Wexel, it just seems like to be kind of like wide-eyed, and Wexel is. Listen, everyone is talking about me, what I'm going to do and what I have to do and I can't do, but I have my own free will. I have my own choice. I wanted to be here. I want to help, and that's what I'm going to do. I didn't stay here and come here and risk my own life to be imprisoned and everything. Just to not have my own choice to choose. You don't get to choose over me.
Wexel, but you're not on trial. We are.
Yeah, and I'm here to help it.
And yes, and if what Hogar is saying is to be believed, which I'm really hoping it kind of is and it kind of isn't at the same time, I would hope that you would respect our wishes if you want us to be on, stand trial or not for us. But if what he's saying is true and you need to be removed from it because of something that's going to happen, then I think that's a better idea.
I don't see how it's fair that someone else can choose what I'm going to do before I even do it. What is this, Minority Report? Do I look like Tom Cruise?
But
No.
right, so let's be honest. In the past, with your spells and your magic, it hasn't actually been the most stable of magics. I'm not saying that it hasn't gotten better. I'm just saying what I know from the past, it could be a bad thing. If he's saying it could be bad, I kind of believe that it could be bad. I've never been on the good end of your spells, so
When I went to the Chronomancer, everything I was doing, I was working amongst the thieves in the Sunken City, and then after that, Olin took me to Raven. I was working there, and all I wanted to get out and be free and do what I wanted, because everyone was using my magic for all sorts of different plots and schemes and their ideas. And finally, when I went to the Chronomancer, I kind of thought it'd be the same thing. At least I would become more powerful. And you know what he gave me? He gave me freedom. He said to do what you want. You're not obliged to be here. So I chose with the first action that I'm going to do is going to write whatever I can write, and that's why I'm here. And I don't know who you are. You're worshiping the Archmage? The Archmage is causing the whole war, and the two of you are blind to it, listening to him like it's okay.
no, I agree with you.
What do you mean you're okay? You're saying what he's saying is right. He's worshiping the Archmage. Isn't he the bad guy?
I'm saying it could possibly be right. I didn't say it was right. I never once said it was right. You're mishearing.
I'm not okay with listening to anyone else except what I believe, and I'm here to help, and that's what I'm going to do. And I'm not going to listen. It's not like I'm listening to like someone from our light. You're trying to tell me that a half giant who's saying he's loyal to the Archmage says I shouldn't do what I think is right.
I have reservations about it too. Now that now that he said that, but up until about 10 minutes ago, I was okay with it.
Wexel kind of just like takes a couple steps away and just kind of tries to like work it out in his own head. He seemed like talk to himself. He's all frazzled.
Wexel, I ask of one thing, just in case he is correct, please, no magic.
He just walks away. The three of you are together. Role play.
All right. What are we? What?
No, we're not.
Thistle. What are we doing?
What are we doing? I ain't glossing over this.
What?
You know who else works for the Archmage? He's standing down in the center square. The same guy that has our rod. The same guy that's caused us all these problems. Paladin or no Paladin, he still works for the Archmage. And this other guy is saying that he's a religious leader of the world. You know who else does religion? Paladins.
But now Hogar says he's with the Archmage too.
That's my point. What are you listening to here?
So what do we do? I think we need to cancel the trial.
You can't cancel a trial.
A fire could do it. Burn the we burn down the jury area. let me get some gunpowder. I have an idea. Hogar, what the heck's going on? Please help us, guys. I'm totally confused.
I understand it's a lot of information. I understand that you feel betrayed. We all made decisions that we're being questioned about. You more so than anyone else.
Well, thank you. Yeah, you didn't need to say that, but okay, yeah.
This is the only thing that matters to me right now.
So if that's the case, then why is your army sitting outside, or the army of the half giants sitting outside? What's the reasoning behind that? Somebody got to clue me in here somehow.
Okay. The reason I went back to Stoneguard in the first place was to recruit an army. First of all, to battle any outside forces that the Raven might have brought into this trial if he were found guilty. I wanted to make sure that we could be one step ahead of the Raven if he brought in any kind of outside forces to free him if he was found guilty. And also, if I could go back home and recruit an army of half-giants to prevent that from happening, I could also recruit an army of half-giants to aid us in the war against Drogano. When I went home, nobody was there. The warriors had traveled to the Obsidian Tower. And the last time I went close to the Obsidian Tower, when I was a kid, the Archmage called to me. He offered me power. I didn't know what it was. I didn't know what he wanted. I didn't know who he was. And I didn't take it. This time, I was at the tower. The leaders of all the villages were there. All of the warriors were there. The door to the tower would open for no one. Except me. That's when I went in. And that's when I spoke to the Archmage. When I came out, I was able to convince all of the warriors to come with me and to fight with me in the coming war. They're here with us to fight Drogano, and to fight Drogano's armies. Promise you, they're not here for anything else. They are here to defend us. King Arthur, the Red City.
Hogar, I'm gonna be dead honest with you. I'm having a hard time believing this. The Archmage has double crossed everybody so many times. It's not even funny. He double crossed the Queen's people. He double crossed us again. Now we got the same situation going on outside with this other guy, and he was supposed to be our friends. And guess what? Now all of a sudden you show up and you're claiming that you're part of the Archmage, and there's an army sitting outside our gates. Think about how that sounds.
I understand. Which is why I've said, Thistle, any consequence that you'd like to bring down on me, I'm willing to accept. Thistle, you and Arky decided to come back here for this when you could have guaranteed Andaria's survival, and you didn't take that chance. I can become upset with you. I'm not going 22 years in the future the same way you're upset with me for binding myself to the
I came back here for a totally different reason, to complete what my ancient requested of us. We were given.
Still made Andaria's destruction possible. You knew this.
But we don't even know if the Chronomancer was right. The Chronomancer may have been taking us away for some other alternate means.
The Archmage, an ancient himself, has told me this.
Oh, you mean the same ancient that was also trying to free Dragano? Not more than what? A year ago? Am I missing something? Because if I'm missing something, please fill in the holes.
Hogar, the Chronomancer told us that the Red City would fall, and Argon would be taken prisoner. I couldn't let it happen. We have to stay here. We have to fight right now. We can't just go into the future.
I understand why you came back. But we need to do this trial without Wexel.
Well, let's take him out. Is that what you're saying? Is that what we're gonna do?
Rob, I need to know what your I need to know what your obsession with taking out this guy is. It's like
It's just the easy way. I don't understand what's so confusing about it. It's pretty standard practice. We don't want this guy here. All right. Simple. We got a half giant. Do your thing, Hogar. Really, I'm not getting why everyone's so confused. All right, whatever. All right, I'm open to all ideas, even outside of murder.
Unfortunately, I hate to say it, but it's out of our hands. It's going to be completely up to Argon what happens here, regardless of what we say. I mean, the guy is the king of the Red City, and this is a trial also based on what happens to him. So if he decides he wants Wexel to be part of it, guess what? Wexel's going to be part of it, unfortunately. I don't know what to tell you. And if you think about doing something to Wexel, that might be the part that sparks what you're trying to do.
Oh, well, this chronomancy is too much. How do I know?
I hate to break
What's
it to you.
the right thing to do?
If you're using magic, I would not recommend that you do anything to him, because then guess what? He's going to use magic.
So, all right, what do we do? I literally have no ideas.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to sit down and I'm going to wait for Argon to come back and tell me what's happening, because this ain't even the reason why I came back here.
That's our only option right now.
Okay, you guys wait, and you see Argon come back, and you see a lot of soldiers behind him. Hogar, I care for you very much. I'm sorry to do this, but I must act appropriately as king of the Red City. And when told that you have sought out the Archmage and bound to him, and now returned with an army which I allowed because you failed to mention that you have bound yourself to the Archmage because of your deceit. And as we are here today, I bind you to the dungeon.
I will
Guards,
gladly be.
take
No,
him.
please remove Wexel now.
The guards start taking you, and they bring you down to the dungeon.
How many guards are there on me?
6. Okay, you'll be in the dungeon in 10, 9, 8, 7. It's magically blocked, don't forget. 6, 5. No way to get out in 4, 3.
I use my Clarity of Mind feat, which, whenever you're counting down, gives me 60 seconds.
Go for it. You got it. First person to ever use it. Finally, it's an amazing thing. More people should use it. 60 seconds on the clock. Go for it.
Okay.
I can't wait to see how this plays out. Where's Wexel this entire time?
In the room.
He's just milling about, like talking to himself?
He's very upset. Yes, very upset and getting more upset at the moment.
How far is Wexel from me?
Well, they started. You stopped me after only 2 seconds left. So now you've been brought into the hall, and you're about to walk down the steps, which would be like the first of three pairs of steps to get down to the dungeons. So you're
How
70.
far is Wexel from me, though?
200 feet, 150 feet. You have 25 seconds left. I'll give you a warning.
I still have my weapons on me.
Yes.
Okay.
5 seconds.
I start fighting the guards.
Oh, wow. Okay, go for it. Entering combat. Everyone on chat, give me the first 6 rolls. That'll be the first 6 rolls against Hogar. First 6 I see on Twitch or Facebook. Go for it.
I still have my armor on.
Yeah, you still got everything on. They will bring you down to the first, and then they were going to disarm you. They didn't want to do it right there.
There are 6 human guards. Is that right?
Yes. Scroll, you got to be subscribed. Anyone who wants to roll, you have to be subscribed as a tier subscriber.
Scroll's trying to get in.
Scroll's trying to roll, yeah. I got a 13 from Oni, looks like. Percival, give me a 9. Lauren, give me an 18. Let me go to the other one. Oh, I got a few here. And we're done, guys. You can stop. The first ones I got here is, if I miss you, I'm sorry. I'll catch you again next time. Let's see. Derek Luxton gives me a 9. Kyle gives me a 19. And last one would be Jeff Sanford, a 9. A lot of 9s. Got 3 9s in here. Okay. You're attacking first, so make your attack.
I got my full 3 attacks.
Yeah. You don't have your sword out, though.
Okay. So I'm just attacking with my mitts.
500 stars from Scott Weber. This is for Hogar to go full barbarian rage. And, yeah, Dan is going Sin City with his mitts.
Yeah.
My mitts. Tom will like this part.
What's that? Well, let me see if I hit first.
Oh, 5,000 stars. Sorry, you get 5,000 stars? Did I read it wrong? 200 stars from Scott Weber. I see that. Robert just something. Got it. Is it 5,000 stars? Let me know because I just didn't see it. Sorry, we are. Just confirm that for me, please. Say yes, 5,000 stars. Okay, so what are you doing? I'm sorry.
First roll was a 14. That's just a punch.
So he gave you 5,000 stars, which looks like it's for it's for you, Dan. So it looks like you got 5 rerolls on you. Scott does not care that you are of the Archmage. He's giving you the rerolls.
Thank you, Scott. So I got an additional 5. All right, so now I have a total of 6.
Thank you,
my
guys.
Second roll.
See the comments. Thank you.
My second roll is a Quarren 20.
Oh, okay.
And my third roll is a. All right. Third roll is a 19.
What was the first one?
A 14.
Okay. So this is all just with your mitts. Okay. So you try to break out of them, and we're gonna say you have to elbow because you can't really get your arms up. So you try to elbow the first guy. It's ineffective. Just kind of pushes him back, and then you roll natural 20. The natural 20 I'm gonna give you is your breakout because you're break out of the guard's grasp because you're technically a hold. So you break him out. You push them back, and now you have your last one is a 19. So you can strike one guard. If you want this to be with a sword, I'll like pull a sword, lay it into a guy. Is that what you want to do? Mitts or sword? What's your last attack? You can't change your action, by the way. You have a third attack. That's it.
All right, I already said it was mitts. I'll keep it mitts. It's fine.
Okay, so you elbow a guy, ineffective. You break out with the Quarren 20. Quarren 20. and then you poof, punch another guy right in the face. The 19 definitely hits. You can do damage.
Okay. What's damage for fists? That's
1d4, 1d4 plus your strength. Unless you have
D4 strength.
unless you have some kind of plus to that I forget from the half giant, but otherwise 1d4.
No.
What's your armor class? Also,
My armor class is 18.
18. You have two
Alright.
hits on you.
All right, so that's a 4 plus 5, total 9 damage.
9 damage. Okay, you smash a guy in the face, definitely break his nose. I'm gonna give these guys strength checks because the way that you're doing it now, you're not pulling a sword. They're just trying to bring you down. So 13. You're gonna give me 5 opposed grapple checks.
That's all right. I get advantage on strength checks. So the first one I got to beat is 13.
The first one is 13. Well, I'm gonna give him 2 to each one, so 15. To be fair.
So I have to beat 15.
Yep.
Okay.
Guys, while Dan is rolling, don't forget that the shares must be at 100 for them to activate. There are 53 shares. You need to get 100 for any of those rerolls and enhancements to be active.
Got it. 18.
18, you beat the first one. Next one's 11. Let's roll. Let's try to roll fast.
Got it. 17.
20, unnatural 20.
Natural 20.
Oh, wow. Good job. 11.
Tony. When
Got it. 16.
21.
No, that's a 7 and 21.
Oh, you get advantage. That's why you're rolling?
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about that. And 11 is the last one.
12. One roll.
Wow. So they all are jumping on you with Harmer, like just laying on you, literally. It's kind of like the Matrix, or when all the Agent Smiths are on top of him, and you're just like pushing him off. You literally throw a guy poof, into the wall. You push another guy down the steps. You push another guy behind you, and you break out free. I'm gonna let you go in a second. Vin wanted something. What's up, Vin?
if I see him starting to fight the guards, which I'm sure I do.
So
that-
you don't see it, but you hear the commotion. So that's where it's at right now, and you see some
All right.
people trying to look down the hallway. That's all you know.
I
Don't
turn
metagame.
to well, if I hear a commotion coming from down the hall,
Yeah.
I turn to Argon, and I'm like, sounds like he's gonna try to come in here and get Wexel. You might want to get him out of here.
Guards take Wessel down to the trial and put him there and stand around him. Get one of the captains and get more men around, and just do what you can. One of the guards nods to take Wexel. He's like, "Where are we going? Because I don't want to leave. Like, we are taking you to the trial." He goes, "Oh, okay." They take him out. Within a few moments, it's probably about 25 guards around him, and they're going down. On the way down, they pass the other half giants, and then they go into the trial and they sit down, and a lot of people are just like watch what's going on. Some of the guards go out and they talk to the captains of the guards, and we'll stop there. The doors close.
Can I continue to talk to Argon, or
No, wait a second.
Sure.
Arky, what are you doing during that moment?
So I can't see Hogar fighting.
No, it's down the hallway. You hear it. You hear something, and you assume it's fighting.
Do I see Wexel being dragged away?
No.
So as far as I'm concerned, Wexel is where I last saw him, where I left him.
Yes.
I'll run to the commotion if I can hear it. To where I think Hogar is.
Okay. So you run down. You try to run down the hallway. Let me see if anyone of the guards might take control of the area. They actually do. Some of the guards they're actually standing in front of the Senate people, and they start ushering them out, and they're doing a standing with you. They're not letting people go towards the fight for obvious reasons.
I just ignore. I just try and sprint by them and see if they're gonna stop me. You know.
Make a stealth check. You're trying to get under commotion. So we'll see their attention. I'm giving a +2. I have an unnatural 21.
I don't know. 15.
Okay, so you slip under. You get pretty far, and you see a guy just grabs you, and he goes, "I'm sorry, sir. like toss you back in the group. Everybody else. Okay, that's what happens that round. Dan, you go.
All right, I'm going to make a beeline for the last place I saw Wexel.
Okay, which is just for you. It's just a long hallway. So you start running down the hallway. The guards in front of you notice the first one like puts draws his sword and has his hand up, and it's like, sir, you must halt.
I keep
Another
charging at him. Just want to bum rush right through him.
Okay, so there's a few guards in there. I'm gonna roll for it. To be fair, roll 2d8, and that's how many are in the room. There are 12. Okay, so a few of the guards put their hand up, and you see us still running. They pull out the swords, and you see them all like buckling down in shields, and you barrel through. So you're going for a charge. Give me a roll for your charge.
Okay.
There are 50 likes. You also get a +2 to your rolls.
Okay. Is this a strength check?
No, it's a charge. I'm giving you a charge attack. Even though 5th edition is allowed charges, we're doing modified systems, so this is like an old 3.5 +1 to attack, which because of charging.
Okay. I attack. And I roll I rolled an 11. Oh, I'm sorry, a 13.
Okay, so you charge, you do your best, you go into it, you run up against all the shields of the guards, and poof, you lay down on the ground. You don't take much damage. 3 damage when you hit the ground, and you. What?
When are rerolls unlocked yet?
No. You only have 55 shares right now. Let me check again. I'll make sure. It's 55 shares. Guys, we're 45 shares away from activating. I was on Facebook, guys. Activating any rerolls or enhancements. You get knocked to the ground. They start piling on top of you and pressing the shields and putting their weight on top of you. They're trying not to attack you. They're trying to apprehend you here. Okay, so unlike the last one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I got a natural 20 in the last one. Okay, so roll 6 times. In your favor, if you roll a natural 20 in any of them, I'll apply it to the natural 20 rolled against you.
Okay.
So go ahead, roll 6 times.
These are all strength checks?
Yeah, and what I'll do is I'll match them all up, and if you beat them all in any order, I'll give it to you. That's like your hero's luck.
I'm adding +2 as well?
Yeah, you got that.
Okay. I can do this. All right, so the first is a 23.
Okay.
The second is an 11. I'm sorry, 13.
Okay.
Oof. Last one, this one's a 26.
Good. Keep going. If you go as fast as you can go.
This one's a 13. This one's a 26.
Jesus. Okay.
So the last one's a 26.
You're good. So they're piling on top of you, and you're just like pushing them up. You push literally 3 guys up, and then they fall back down. You try to get up to a knee, and then you push them up again, and they push you back. In the end, natural 20 means natural 20, and you're both just up, and you're all steadfast together. And they're constantly the ones in front are just like pleading, like, sir, we don't wish to fight you. You're a hero of Vendaria, but we cannot let you go inside. The king is there. The council is there.
I need to get in there. There will be no Andaria left.
I'm sorry, sir. Guards, you hear guards coming from behind you. Vin, what are you doing? You now hear Hogar. You see all the guards pressed into that area of the hallway. The guards have everybody about halfway out of the room right now. It's only 6 seconds have passed, and Arky, you are just standing up right now. You can do something as well right after Vin.
I just want to continue talking to Argon, and I just basically bring up the point of like, what if he's actually not lying, and this is something that could happen.
You're trying to have a normal conversation, but it's impossible.
No, well, it's not normal. I'm like kind of yelling at him. I just told him to get the guy out of here. So like we're still.
You're right, but after you did that, everyone is pushing everybody out the door. So imagine like a fire, everyone's running towards the door and getting out, and you're trying to have a normal conversation. He seems a little distracted.
All right, well, I try to get his attention if I can.
Okay, so he goes out the door.
I follow him.
Down the stairs. Yeah, you can follow him because he can't have a conversation with you in the middle of all the commotion. Arky, what do you do?
So I still can't see Hogar.
No, you hear him. You know he's on the other side of those guards right there, but you're also being like escorted and pushed out the door. Not you specifically, but the whole crowd generally.
All right, I go with the crowd then. I guess I just walk. I walk along.
Okay. You guys will see in the next. Well, I won't tell you the future. Okay, Dan. The guards are just holding their ground. I'm giving them defense bonuses. They're working as a team. What do you want to do? And you have guards approaching slowly from behind. The weapons are drawn. Sir, I'm sorry, but lower you don't have a weapon out, right? Do you have a sword out or no?
No, I still have my fists.
Oh, it's like
I'm just
like,
trying
sir,
to get past them.
please get on the ground and come with us.
No. No. I try to rush past them again.
Okay, go for it.
Another charge.
I guess you're gonna do a strength check because they're right in front of you. You're literally gonna try to move 6 guys.
Okay.
You need
Strength
something very
check.
high. Yeah.
18.
Okay. I rolled a 14, a 5, a 14, a 3, a 4, and a 3. You push it and you push all the guys out. They stumble. When the last guy stumbles, the next guy stumbles over him, and eventually all of your energy pushes through. The guards from behind you, and the weapons weren't drawn. They're drawn now. They rush behind you, pushing out. You get attacked by one guard behind you. He attacks with a 13 and misses you. You dodge it, and you can start stepping over the guards if you want to go forward, or you can face the guards behind you. That's gonna be your round, but where you trying to go forward next? Back or
Trying
forward?
to go wherever I think Wexel is.
Okay. When you get to that point, you see all the guards are pushing all the crowd outside towards the trial, and there are other ways to go, but that's the way they're pushing them. Okay, Vin, you're outside with Argon. Argon is now walking steadily down the steps. You can now kind of speak to him. You know, even though it's you're moving hastily.
Yeah.
Arky, let's do you first. Are you trying to catch up to Vin, or are you doing something else?
Yeah, I'm gonna go catch up to Thistle.
Okay, so Arky runs up next to you. The two of you are walking with Argon, and in the background you see Onyx and Two Mage walking up.
Your Highness, I mean, is it possible he could be correct? I mean, he's saying he's a paladin. You know he's not lying, right? I mean, so what happens if he's right?
So the people are walking past you, and then the king Argon he's usually very happy and very adventurous and let's get this done and positive. You see him stop, and everyone around just he's walking past, and you guys are in the middle of this crowd. Everyone walk around you, and only a few of his elite guards stay. And right behind him, the last ones to walk out, you see Two Mage and Onyx, and they're walking up, and he addresses you. Thistle, I want to help Andaria. I want to help the Red City. I want to stop this war, and I want to do the right thing. The problem is that he came in here and did not tell us that he was working for the Archmage.
I'm not defending him.
Do you want to hear my answer, or do you want to speak over me?
I'm sorry. It's a trying time right now, and I apologize.
He put me in a position that I can no longer defend him. He lied when he came in here. We didn't lie directly. I'm trying to be honest here. He came in and he didn't represent what he was doing outside, which I allowed because of my trust. And I told him when he did it. I told him, because of my trust in you, I will allow you to bring this army. And now there are 2,000 half-giant soldiers loyal to the Archmage within our walls, and another 28 or 30,000 or so right outside these walls. Now, he could be right. But what can I do? I cannot trust him. He didn't tell the truth when he came in, therefore he hid it. And if he hid it for what he thought was a good reason, unfortunately, it was the wrong one. I can't stand behind him. I can't make a case for him in my own mind, reason to myself, my family, or anyone else. I don't know what to do, but what I can do is make sure that he gets out of the equation. There is no way he can go on trial and represent himself as now being loyal to the Archmage.
I agree. I agree 100% with you. But I'm more concerned about Wexel at this point. I mean, what if he is right and Wexel's not supposed to be here? What if? That's all I'm asking.
Absolutely. What if all of this is what causes it? And what if doing nothing is what helps? And what if the opposite? We don't know. So all we can do every day is make the best decision that we can. And I'm unsure what to do. But right now, I know there's commotion inside, and he is losing his mind, and I fear he is losing it to the Archmage.
I agree with you as well. That's why I'm here with you and not up there helping him.
Arky, Thistle, and Arky, I charge you right now to stop the fighting.
Okay, we can stop the fighting. We're gonna stop the fighting.
Well, you have your task. Stay here and do what you can. I will see you down in the trial space. He walks down. Dan, you run past the guards. The guards are all calling out behind you that you're loose. He's coming. And the 3 or 4 guards will make. Let's see how many are right there. I keep rolling 1. It can't be 1. Okay, 2. So there's two guards kind of stop and put their hands up because it's all they can do. And if you wanted to barrel through this, you're not even gonna need a roll. Well, don't roll a 1. Your favorite thing.
All right. I'm sorry, you just skipped out for a sec right there. So there's I'm running. There are 2 guards in my way.
2 guards in your way through the threshold.
This is the threshold to where the trial's being held?
Yeah, to the steps outside. So if you want, I'm not going to make you roll any kind of roll here because you're charging, and their first instinct is just try to stop you, not try to kill you or hurt you. So just make a D20 roll. Don't roll a 1, and you can pretty much barrel through them.
All right, 1 roll. Roll 1. 12.
12. Okay, so boom, you push them out like they're the saloon doors in a western. They go flying out. Isn't that a great analogy? And they go flying down to the steps, and you take a few steps more, and you push the guards down, and you can hear the crowd in the distance, and freak out, and you see the half giants below you pull out weapons, start running up the stairs to come aid you, and all of a sudden you see Onyx and Two Mage walk up and go and start making magical gestures with their hands. And I am sorry, Hogar, but you will not go any further today. And Arky and Thistle, you walk up as well, or do something else? You guys go first.
Up. Yeah, I go up.
Okay, you're standing next to the wizards. What do you do?
Hogar, please stop. What if all this is what starts it? What if the Archmage is lying to you like he's lied to everybody else to use you?
I promise you, he's not lying.
I'm not saying he's lying about the end of the world. I believe that. I'm saying is maybe he's using you to get his ends. He seduces people with power. You know that. You said that.
We can't let this happen. We can't let this happen.
What are we gonna do? You gonna kill everybody in the city to get to Wexel?
All of a sudden, you hear a voice, Hogar, right in your head. If you need me, I am here. You only need to scream my name. Hogar, 6 seconds, or you lose your turn. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
Hogar.
1. You see Onyx it shoots a fireball at you. It blasts right in front of you. You see two mage arms of you, and you see like a spear shoot out. It was flying through you. Fireball, max damage here. Several to 6. I'm just timesing it, so you are 48 damage. And the spear is a natural 20. Sorry. It's a natural 20, but I rolled once for damage for 2 damage. So it is a 12 damage from the spear. The spear just kind of just skins you, and the fireball goes off and blasts you. It just knocks you down to the ground.
When I see them shoot magic at him, I actually get in between all of them, and I'm I just literally run in between both sets of people, and I'm like, this ain't what we want. This is not how we're doing this.
Arky, you didn't do anything?
Yeah, I bash Onyx in the head with the butt of my rifle.
Is everybody losing their damn minds?
Okay, you go up behind Onyx and you attack him. Roll D20.
15.
15. It's a surprise attack. Okay, you hit him on the side. It definitely distracts him, and I'll take his turn out for the next round, as he's pretty much contending with you. Hogar, 6 seconds.
On the ground, I just say, Archmage,
Oh,
help me.
Tony, if I hear him
You don't
say that,
you don't hear that.
or no.
You don't hear that. You don't hear that. It'd be cool if you hear that, but he just whispered it. Okay, so you say, Archmage, help me, and all of a sudden you feel like a crackling of energy through your body. You're back up to full health, and there's like purple energy crackling around you, and you're able to stand up, and you feel like you could throw the energy if you wanted to very easily. You just need to do it. You don't know how long this power will last. 6 seconds.
I run down the steps past Onyx and Tomb Mage.
You barrel, so you barge forward at the same time that you see Arky hit Onyx with the butt of his rifle, and Onyx turns to him like, "What are you doing?" Like upset, and you run through, and you almost look like a dynamo. Think of Thor in Ragnarok, and you start running through, and you see the energy goes with you, it shoots alongside of you, and bashes everyone out. Everybody roll a dex save of 20. I make it very high, 25. Because it's gonna be almost impossible to move out of his way.
failed.
29, 32.
32. Okay, so you
So
run.
it's actually a natural 20 plus my modifier.
This is what it takes. You dive off out of the way, and you perfectly, because of a natural 20, hang from the steps on the side, and the energy just goes shooting over you and around, almost encompassing every area, and you're holding on by your fingertips on the side, like the master little halfling thief that you are. Arky, you go flying over the ledge. Two Mage and Onyx get blasted off the sides. Any few guards that were near that area got blasted the same way, and you start going down. Arky, you fall a long way. I'm going to give you the damage now. So it's me 5. Arky, you take 56 damage. You go flying off the stairs, and you fall on the ground.
I am still conscious. Almost.
Okay. You're around there. Some guards fall around you. In the air, Onyx floats down, and in the air, Two Mage teleports. Hogar, you're running down. You're feeling empowered. You see at the other side of this, while you guys were fighting, the other half giants start moving up and coming forward.
Oh no!
And
As I see that, I don't know if they can hear me, but I yell at them to stand down. Stand down!
Do not attack. Whatever they do to me, let them do it. Do not attack.
You say do not attack. You don't know if they're hearing or not hearing, whatever, but they're already cutting down guards that are not paying attention to them. And you see the leader turns around to the army, pulls out a horn, and he goes. The other one goes. Same thing. They start launching him, and you hear shouting and chanting from outside, like. And immediately towards the gates, you see all the half giants are picking up their weapons and start running in towards the front gates and already battling the red soldiers. You're about halfway down the steps, and what do you want to do?
Still running down the steps, and I'm looking for Wexel.
Okay. Okay, so you're running down the steps. You're going through. Your half giants are down there. At the very end, you see Argon is basically standing there with some elites at the end of the whole thing, and he's kind of like backing up like fast towards Wexel, and you see Wexel is in the middle, guarded by about probably about 40-something knights at this point. And there are other guards in your way. With the energy you're using right now, there's not much that they can do to stop you. So you just kind of fighting your way and bound your way to them, or are you doing something else?
With the way I'm moving so fast, do I feel like I could jump and just
Yes.
get a
Yeah.
good,
Yeah. You
get a
feel
good
like yes. You feel empowered. You feel like you could.
all right, what I want to do is jump as high as I can and just get a good look at Wexel.
Good look at Wexel. Okay. Okay. You jump up. You jump up about 20, 30 feet, I would say. You could see Wexel, but Wexel's in the middle of all these people.
I can see Wexel from above.
You can. I mean, you can't. You're not up in the air like you have all this vantage time to watch. This is a quick action. So
As soon as I have a clear view of Wexel, I want to zap him.
As soon as you're clear, oh, zap him. Okay, okay. I understand. You go into the air. You unleash your energy in front of him. You see everyone is just shocked. The energy travels from where you are because you're not up against them. You're pretty far away. You launch the energy over, and all of a sudden you see two maids jump in, grab Wexel and grab like another person and move them out. And you see the whole area of people that are there gets smashed in the middle, flying out. And includes there is Raven, Hadheld, and all the people, and everyone just goes flying, either hurt or dead or whatever. You're not even sure. They go flying into the air. You land back on the ground, and the red soldiers immediately moving in the distance. You see all of the half giants coming in as well. Up to you, Thistle. What do you want to do?
I was going to continue chasing after Hogar. I mean, I don't know how far away he is from me at this point, but
okay. So he's pretty far. You hoist yourself back up on the steps, and then you start making your way down. As you're going down, you see Arky's on the floor, definitely very much hurt. Either something broken or hard to move. He seems hard for him to breathe, and he's starting to get up, but he's wobbling. God, you want to say something? You can say
Arky,
something.
I need. Are you okay?
Not really, but what's happening?
I need to stop Hogar. Are you okay?
I'm okay.
And I continue after Hogar.
Okay. Arky, you're making your way around the steps, trying to get involved again, or are you just doing something else?
I follow Thistle.
Okay. You follow Thistle. So you're below the steps. You're running in, and Thistle is up top of the steps, coming down. You're trying to go in. Hogar, you fire everything else. You land on the ground. You have a lot of guards coming to you. Let's do that now. They start coming up to you and just take wild attacks on you.
When Two Mage grabbed
I have one hit on
Argon and Wexel, did I see where they went, or did they just disappear?
They teleported towards the center of the trial more. It's like an area, it's probably about another 50, 60 feet or so. You take 12 damage from the guards around you. You're reflecting most of them. One hit gets through. You see Wexel is like running around like trying to figure out what to do. Raven is just like kind of going with the flow of everything else. In all the chaos, you see basically they're rounding up all the important figures, trying to keep them out. They feel like those are the people that are most in danger. So Hadheld, Raven, Wexel, some of the members of Senate, and except for Argon, who seems to be trying to stay in the midst with the soldiers, who's not directly in front of you, but trying to get closer to you. The rest of the people I just mentioned are staying together, and they're some of them are worried, some are freaking out, some are controlled. You know the personalities. So, what do you want to do? Hold on.
Do I still have this power surging through me?
Yes, you don't think it's as powerful as before, but yes, you do.
All right, I want to try to do a jump shot at Wexel again.
Oh, same thing?
Yeah, I want to jump, see Wexel, fire at him.
Okay. You jump into the air. Give me an attack. This is basically a range attack.
Okay. A 13.
Okay. You don't pinpoint anything, but you do pretty much hit the area. Facebook's giving me an annoying hard time right now. So you basically hit the area, and all of a sudden you see, after you hit the area, a huge blast go over, and you see Held raise the rod and kind of like make a shield out of everything, and all of a sudden coming down near you see is the Queen of the Red City.
What is happening here in the Red City? I don't even know. I'm sorry. Please catch me up to speed real quick. Because I missed the first part of this. Just trying to connect here. Debrief me real quick.
Boo!
I'm sorry. I was trying to connect. I can't even rap.
You just ruined your epic intro.
I couldn't even. I was trying to rap, but I couldn't because I'm trying to connect to Hangouts. So what was happening, and then we could redo.
Oh, Hogar is trying to kill Wexel in the middle of the city. Right. He's trying to kill everything. Your husband, the king, is in the middle of it all. You have 6 seconds to react. You've lost your time and lost your street cred. 6 seconds. 6.
Okay, well, I'm
5.
gonna cast T-Tailors nuclear fireball. No, sorry. I'm just gonna cast a really 9th level power fireball at Hadheld. Holy crap.
At Hadheld.
Hadheld.
Yeah.
Hogar, you mean?
Yes.
Dan's character?
Oh, Hadheld.
Hadheld. Isn't Hadheld there? Didn't you say that Hadheld just has the rod?
Catch her up.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
please.
Taylor out of here.
Hey, somebody catch her up, please.
Okay, so Taylor comes down. You see Hogar is trying to get to everyone else, and he's basically killing all the Red City guards, and to get there, and he has an army coming in the doors of all half giants. I will now give you a new 6 seconds to take an action because it sounds like you got confused.
Yes, I did get confused. Okay, I'm gonna try and stop Hogar. I don't even have any dice right now. Crap. I was not expecting this. I'm gonna cast. I'm gonna cast Fireball at Hogar.
Okay, roll damage. Roll once, times it.
I gotta get my dice. Oh. Oops, sorry.
It's a family show.
Okay, so we're gonna come back. We're gonna go back to Taylor right now. So you fire that blast down. You see the handheld puts up the rod to kind of just shield everything off. And you see it hit the shield, hit the rod, and kind of block, but then permeate the shield, and you see all of them just get knocked to the ground onto the floor.
Okay.
After that happens, you see Frigg come down, and Frigg looks over, and apparently, from what I'm getting from Taylor, is Frigg thinks that Hadheld is doing something, and then you're working with him, and seems to be confused in all the mix. So she looks around. You see her aiming at both you and Hadheld, trying to figure out who attack. And at the end, she decides upon you, fires a fireball over to you. Taylor, you have 6 seconds to roll a fireball blast. If you do not, you lose your attack. 6,
Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
13.
You have an answer?
Yeah, 13. Then it was
13 is damage. 13 damage fireball comes at you, Dan, and just blasts over you.
Only 13 at 9th level.
Thistle, you're running up,
Okay.
trying to catch up. You will be there in one more round, at least within the range. Ark, you're moving a lot slower, but you're coming around, trying to catch up. Hogar, what do you do right now?
I'm still trying to blast Wexel.
Okay, so you're just trying to like get closer to him, or you're just trying to fire at him again? You doing the same exact plan?
Same thing. Jump, find Wexel, fire at him.
Okay, do the same thing. Make a roll.
All right, this is ranged attack. $17.
17. You fire. The energy goes down. It blasts the area. You see Hadheld getting up and just moving his shield. The shield, anything he can do. The blast hits. It does damage. You're not sure what percentage of the damage gets through, but it hurts them a lot. And you see they all have burns, like purple burns over them from the arcane magic you cast. And they all seem to be very hurt. During the whole thing, you see Hadheld blocks your attack, kind of falls on the ground, and you see kind of him just like not recovering. Wexel walks over, is freaking out and pissed, grabs the rod, and looks down at him, and grabs a ring, the ring of Indaria off of Hadheld's hand, and he puts it on his finger, and just starts casting a spell, and you're not sure what he's casting, but he starts casting something, and it looks like it's some sort of wild magic. Thistle, you're getting up, and you see everything that's happening. Arky, you see everything's happening too. You guys are very far away, but I'll give you a chance to do something.
I'm nowhere near either Wexel or Hogar, right?
No.
So Wexel put the ring on, you said? Wexel is the one who took the ring from Hadheld?
Wexel took the ring from Hadheld. Yeah, Wexel looks like Wexel, just to explain that situation, Wexel looks like he's frantic. He's literally just reaching for anything he can that's powerful so he can stop his attacks because they're all about to die. So he just arranges everything, puts it together, and then starts casting a spell. Thistle, you're gonna go first. 6 seconds to have some reaction. You are far away, so you are limited here. So
I'm just running to them. That's all I could do.
Arky, same thing. 6 seconds.
I shoot Hadheld. I mean Wexel. I shoot Wexel.
You don't see them. You can't
No,
really...
I'm not close enough.
Yeah, you can't. You're nowhere
right.
near for a shot.
just keep following Thistle.
Okay. Taylor, I'll give you one more action.
Okay. So I see Wexel. So I'm gonna hit him with Edvard's black tentacles.
Wait.
She's totally confused.
Totally confused. Taylor, I think it's best that you should drop out right now. I think you weren't paying attention. I think you're lost.
All I know is that this guy has the ring, and he's got the staff, and he's trying to cast stuff with it.
No.
Okay, I'm gonna drop out then. All right, I
Thanks,
tried,
Tails.
guys. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's okay.
So sorry about that. That was Taylor just for trying to come in last second, but I think she got confused what was going on. So no help
We
there.
still love you, Taylor.
So you see the queen is trying to get involved. I'm going to take over the queen, and she fires at you, and that first time, and you see her back and forth, and she sees a spell that's being cast from Wexel, and she sees the stuff that you're doing, and everybody's going down around her, and you see she's literally what she's doing right now. I'm gonna use her confusion and everything right now to deploy that right into her character, and basically the queen looks confused and doesn't know who to attack, who to protect, what to do right now, because she just knows that her kingdom is basically under fire. So she kind of stalls in the middle of it. You see basically you're revving up for your attack, Hogar, and you see Hadhel screams out to Wexel like don't do anything. What are you casting? And Wexel starts saying something, and for any wizards, they recognize it as some sort of chronomancy or something, and starts combining and slamming the rod onto the ring, like trying to make some sort of shield or do something. And all of a sudden, you see a large boom, like a nuclear bomb, go off, and goes boom. And it goes from pure yellow light from Wexel, originating from him and outwards, and envelops the entire city. Everybody gets knocked over. Everyone's on the ground, and within the next 2-3 rounds, it starts dissipating, where you just see like all rock in the air. Imagine being hit by a grenade or a frag, and just everything's coming up, and you have the ring in your ear, and you're trying to recover, and you're trying to stand up, and you're really not sure just what happened here. Hogar, you are not hurt too much by that, and Thistle, you were just knocked over. Arky, you were just knocked over. When you guys get up, well, when the air clears, pretty much everyone that is around Wexel, and perhaps Wexel, either are down, unconscious, or dead. Hogar, it's your action.
I'm looking for Drogano. Is he there?
No, you don't see Drogano.
I asked the Archmage if I failed.
Are you just standing there? What are you doing while you're doing this?
Nothing.
Okay, so you're not walking anywhere. You're staying there.
No.
Okay,
I
in the
just,
far
like,
distance.
as I gain consciousness, I
Okay.
just say, did I fail?
Okay, so you're just getting to your feet. In a distance, you can hear all the half giants fighting, and they're running a rampage through the Red City, taking out Red soldiers, and God knows at this point who they're attacking and fighting right now. You hear people dying and fighting in the distance. You get up stumbling, asking the Archmage if you failed. As of right now, you don't hear any answer. Thistle and Arky, everything is clearing, but you can tell a lot of people are on the ground, all different directions.
Can we see? Can I see Wexel?
No, if Wexel, from your vantage point, if Wexel, where he was, everyone seems to be down on the ground. So you know the area where he's at, but you'd have to make your way over there.
I'm gonna make my way over there.
That's where I'm making my way to.
Okay, so you guys go over there, and again, it looks like a bomb just like blasted off in the middle of the square. You make your way over, and just try to see what's going on. You start running, and you're not right next to him, but you're running past where you see Hogar. Do you stop or do you continue?
As I run past, I go, "What did you do?" And I just keep going to the.
Okay, you run past Hogar. You make your way to the center where you saw Wexel, and you see Wexel on the ground, and Wexel is you see all the burns from whatever Hogar was firing at him is like all over his face, and Wexel is just like moving around in pain, and you see in one hand is the rod, and the rod looks like the whole gem is shattered, and you see as you're looking at it, the ring of Indaria is on his other hand. Like I said before, he picked up anything he thought was powerful to kind of stop and save his life and everything else he thought. And you see the ring of Indaria is on his hand, and as you're looking at it, you're drawn right to the ring because you see the ring is cracking. This ancient uniquely powerful, extremely rare artifact is basically just cracking right in front of you. You look to the side, you see Hadheld. Hadheld is 100% dead. Raven is dead. Any guards nearby are dead. And you see Two Mage is dead.
Oh no. I go for the. I just, if I can, I'll run up to Wexel and I just bash him in the face to knock him out. And
Okay,
take all that stuff.
Okay, so he was basically on his deathbed. You bash him in the face, and that finishes it. He dies.
I feel bad now, but
well, that was your action.
Now you feel bad.
Gosh, I just got bashing him, but I did what I did.
As he's sitting there, you see the ring finally cracks and like breaks, and you feel like this little like a wave, almost like a gravity wave, like kind of go out, and you're not really sure what's happening.
I'll try and recover the ring, like take the ring anyway, even if it's broken.
I'll take the rod from him.
So the rod, the whole gem, the whole top of the rod is all cracked and destroyed. It's completely useless, and you can feel no energy from it anymore. The ring is basically cracked in your hand to like a few pieces, and you see in the distance like a bunch of the elves coming up, and Bellaman comes up, and a couple of other guards, some captains of the guards, just some captains run up with some troops, and there's all fighting in the distance around everything happening, and the seer, the elder of Falindor, kind of walks up, and he goes, "Let me see what has happened."
Show him. Yeah, show him.
All right, I show him.
You show him the rod, and he looks at the ring, and he's like, "The ring has been destroyed. This is the ring that bound the magic to the tree of autumn light." These rings are all that protects us from Dragano. Together, they are powerful. Where is the other ring? Where are the other two?
We know where one is. It's not here.
Well, if it is safe, then we are safe as well.
It is safe. It's definitely not here. I don't know where the other one is, though. The third one.
Where is the one that is not here?
Findalar has it.
And where is he?
Hard to say right now.
Somewhere in the future, I guess.
What does that mean? Please, this is not a time for riddle.
That's not a riddle. That's literally the most straightforward explanation I could give you.
He was sent to the future.
You are saying that there is only one ring left to keep the whole enchantment.
What? I guess.
All of a sudden, you see like you see fire loom into the sky, and like this huge jet of power all the way over past Souls in Falindor where the tree is. And you see a jet of fire going into the air and starts rolling like clouds as if it's like spewing into the air and filling the atmosphere, and starts rolling around the entire planet of Andaria in all different ways. You see Return, and the seer looks up and just looks around everybody. He's like, "This is it. Dragano has returned. We have lost." And that is where we're going to end this episode, season finale of Audio Dungeon, everybody.
No.
What a ride. What a ride.
Nobody listens to Thistle.
Nobody
ever.
That's
partially responsible.
The new name is episode. Nobody listens to Thistle.
Guys, name is season.
Guys, we're gonna go to our dungeon talk right now after this episode in a few minutes. What was season finale? Let us know what you thought. If you loved it, if you hated it, if you thought it was pretty cool. Come and join us in Dungeon Talk. Todd, if you could please put up a link, let people know how they can get into the Discord. And we thank you everybody for supporting, watching the show. This has been a wild ride for the season, and it's only going to get crazier as we go into next week, which will begin Season 4, Episode 1. And Seth Price from My D&D, actually, on Facebook, is going to be on as a special guest for the first episode. He'll be joining us. And we are going to see the fallout of this epic episode that we just went through right now. Todd, please give everybody the link so they can join us in Discord and follow us. And today we're actually going to put our Discord dungeon talk right here. We're going to leave it here ongoing on social media, so you guys can keep watching and hear what's going on. And if you want to continue watching with us and seeing what all the guests and Oi Dungeon crew talk about the episode, all you gotta do is just join our Patreon level at any level, and you'll be able to join the chat. In higher levels, you can actually speak with us and join us live in the chat as we talk every single episode after the episode. We go live every week, Wednesdays at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thanks for watching. Guys, we're going to take a very short break, but we're going to come right back into Dungeon Talk in 3 minutes, so don't go anywhere. And we'll see you guys soon. Thanks a lot.